All right, we're live. Well, we're not live, we're recording anyway. So I'm here at the Powwow grounds with Council Member Steve Bobb, who is one of the incumbent council members here in the 2021 Tribal Council elections. And as you know, you came out of retirement to go another 3 years on Tribal Council. What's behind your thinking this time round?
Well, yeah, good afternoon, all my tribal members. It's nice to see everybody and be able to let you know a little bit of why I want to continue to run again. And that answer is really easy for me, because this right here where we're standing right now is in the area in which I grew up. My grandparents' farm was just about a mile right down the road down here. So I grew up right here, and all the people that was here during that time, and the community that I was involved with at that point in time, and how we all worked together and shared each other and took care of each other during times that were sometimes not really good for lots of tribal members. So I was here during that time, and I learned to appreciate the community, because this is the only community that I know. This is where I've always been. This is where I grew up from a little bitty kid. Went to schools here. So I've always had a deep appreciation and obligation to this community to do whatever little bit I can do, my little part, whatever that might be. I feel a deep obligation to this community and the people that are still here. Some of them, a lot of them who are non-tribal members that I'm very good friends with, that I grew up with, went to school with, they're still here, and I'm really good friends with a lot of them. You know, and what we do in this community, of course, affects them just as well. So I feel an obligation to do what little part I can to take care of the community in which I grew up in and care very much about, and the people that are here.
What are some goals you have if you were to be reelected?
Probably the biggest goal, I think, that is on the back, not only in my mind, but I'm sure on the back of lots of people's mind, is the enrollment issue that we have struggled with, which has almost been a plague upon our tribe for decades now, and dealing with all the issues and the fallout that has come from major mistakes and stuff like that occurred. A lot of them, you know, nobody's fault. That's the way things were run at that time, and the different things that took place in different families. And it's in every family. There's no family that is excluded from having some sort of issues. So I'm hoping that we can get to the point, at least an agreement, that we can come together with and live with, and maybe put this to bed, and take care of the ones who, you know, truly have the Grand Round connection. And if they have that Grand Round connection, and they prove that they should be allowed to be members of this tribe and be taken care of just like everybody else. So I hope that's one of the things that we can get through, is put this enrollment thing to bed. We're working on it. I think we're slowly inching to a solution, you know, and hopefully we can all come together, like we all say, you know, Grand Round is a family, and truly we are. I mean, there's only 3 degrees of separation that I know between any family. You go back 3 generations, you're crossed over through marriage or whatever it might be. We are truly tied together, and we should take care of each other. I grew up in a time when there was a lot of hate of Native Americans, so we endured that. We know that that's what things that happened back in those times in the 50s and 60s were not really great. You know, so our people are aware of that. So we should not put ourselves in a position where we treat each other that way. We shouldn't do that. We should take care of each other as family, like we say we should.
All right. And you'll be doing more of those videos as the campaign progresses?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, you know, you'll be able to kind of get the word out, you know, and stay in front of people and let them know what you're passionate about and why you're passionate about it.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.